Alright, what's going on, dudes, and welcome back to Minecraft. This time I'll be taking a look at the Zeppelin mod, which allows you to turn any of your creations into a magical floating airship, which sounds very Disney-esque, does it not? So let's get started, shall we? What you first want to do is craft an airship controller, and that's made like so. You'll get your airship controller, and then what we can do is lay down a few rows of wooden planks, place our airship controller on top, and by default it places down so that forward is directly in front of you as designated by, I think that's supposed to be a steering wheel, it would make sense. Then we can right click it, it'll activate, it'll include all these wooden blocks surrounding the airship controller, and we're good to go. So it uses your number pad as sort of a pseudo WSAD controller. So 8 lets you go forward, 4 and 6 will take you from side to side, and 5 will actually bring you to a complete stop, like so. Then plus and minus will ascend and descend your crafts respectively. Sort of makes sense, I guess. So I can ascend, and all your different movements are kept track of down below in the bottom left-hand corner. So right now I'm going at speed 2, you can actually go up to speed 10. So you can cruise along pretty quickly. And then you can bring yourself to a complete stop. The controls are a bit unwieldy, especially the side-to-side controllers for now, but again, the mod is still in heavy development for the time being, so he may make some adjustments, but I think it's still pretty cool. Now you're probably thinking to yourself, well, what happens if you fall off of your craft? So I'll go into Zombies mod fly mode here, and actually what happens is if you get a certain distance away from your craft, it will just fly away from you. However, when you get within a certain radius, within that boundary, it'll actually suck you back in. So there's this certain radius around the outer boundary of the ship that you have to be inside in order for it to carry along with you. Otherwise, if you say do that or you drop off, it'll go away. And if you don't have fly mod, well, in that case, you are not getting back on your airship. So that's how it works. Now we can try to bring it back down, perhaps, or we can just leave this thing floating up in the sky because it's a pretty crude craft, and you can make some much nicer designs. So if we right-click the craft again, it simply rejoins the world wherever the closest arrangement of blocks to that would be, and there it will lie until you want to activate it again. So I'll go over some of the blacklisted blocks, and you can actually change these in the configuration file, which is very easy to do. And so we have stone, grass, sand, ice, snow, dirt, gravel, fire, portals, monster spawners, mushrooms, flowers, cobwebs, water, and lava. And for the most part, the stone, grass, sand, dirt, and gravel blocks are simply so that you can build your craft to wherever you want on normal lands without having to worry about the craft controller attempting to pick up the entire world and drop it on your freaking head. Wheezy baby. Oh god, references. Anyway, so I think that's the main purpose of including those natural blocks as being blacklisted, but again, you can change them and then you'll simply have to leave sort of a gap in between your creation and the ground when you're building it. So I actually took the honors of making a little bit more of an in-depth creation. I built my little Minecraft F-22 here, and it has its own runway and whatnot. So we can go inside, and oh, we can take off. We are going to rule the skies. So right-click, and oh man, we are in business. So I'll start off in the cockpit. Oh, it reversed itself on me. Oh. I need to actually turn it around and then reset it down, and then we can go. It switched around directions on me because I built it one way. So let's drop it right there. And now we should be good for takeoff even though the runway is behind us. Oh well, we can hover. I just built the runway for aesthetics. And then we should be good to cruise all around as we please in our F-22 that can actually hover. I'll actually stop it really quickly and I'll go out so you can see it from a better perspective. We'll sit on the tail because that's a safe place to sit when you're in a plane that's in flight. So here we go on our F-22 inside Minecraft. Oh, it's so awesome. So let's go up a little bit. Ascend. The ascend rates aren't too rapid, but anyway. Just a heads up, and we can just cruise in circles, I guess. And if you run into something, it stops you. So if we run into a cliff or something and crash our plane, well, that's too bad. But you can generally recover from it. And chunks are being a bit slow to load. But anyway, I think you get the idea. Let's try to land this thing. That's going to be a challenge. Okay, well, cheating with being able to stop midair. Not entirely realistic here, but okay, let's get our trajectory unlocked. Let's start descending. Super descent. Oh, let's go. Oh boy, we're coming in. We're coming in hard. We're coming in hot. Here we go. And sweet. Boom. That is a somewhat unsafe landing, but it works. Anyway, now we can deactivate it. Actually, let's rise up a little bit just so that our poor little airplane doesn't join with the runway and fuse. And there we go. And that was sort of a cheating takeoff and landing with an F-22. Now, one final thing, you probably noticed the portal I have to the Aether over here. For those of you who do enjoy using the Aether mod, and have been since it came out, it is a wonderful mod. The reason I haven't gone over it in detail is because it's far too much to cover in a single video. But you can actually get your craft to work in the Aether. It's a bit buggy for the time being. It's actually bucked me off a couple times, and I've fallen back into the normal world. But hopefully that doesn't happen. I'll put fly mod on just in case, and should be good to go. Yeah, that happens. I don't know why that happens, but should be able to sit on top of our hot air balloon and fly around the Aether, perhaps, if it doesn't keep trying to send me off. For whatever reason, it does that, and we can go up in the air a bit more and fly around really fast and stuff. And probably not the best method of travel around the Aether, but I don't know. It's kind of funny to try out if it interests you. I think he's also trying to integrate multiplayer support as well. So perhaps in servers where fly mod is disallowed, you may be able to use this. That might be kind of fun. So anyway, I think that's about it. Hopefully you guys have enjoyed watching. But other than that, thanks for staying around, and I'll see you all next time.